broadcast team, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A short time ago, the Jets defense introduced to this crowd, and one of the biggest ovations was for the big man, Leonard Williams, as he and his mates get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball at the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. First carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Again, it's Crowell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Webb. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Complete. Richardson has it. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Stafford here. And that's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw, Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 84 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. This complete to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem there's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit!
They'll toss it to Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a second down and 5 here to start things out.
Watching that body.
To throw, Webb. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
All right, here we go.
Kamara trying again. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Webb. Man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Bucky Hodges, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about a 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 23 yards on the play.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. 1st and 15 here behind the chains. Now they'll run on the draw. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Stafford to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go, back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 1st down, it's Webb. This is Crowell on the catch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Here's Kamara, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Leopard, here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Back 99 Philly, here we go. No, check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Webb being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Toss play, Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun. Detroit.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Webb. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bucky Hodges with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Aaron Rodgers, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Stafford now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. The gun, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Davis Webb going to lead the offense back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
Webb to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
Detroit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now let's go. 3-19. Over.
Back to the air on second down. Webb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Now let's go. Detroit.
Now a first down throw. Webb. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Catanzero's kick is right through. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Aaron Rodgers with 1 touchdown pass thus far. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Webb now. That's complete right around the 8. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, here's Crowell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw on second down, Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards there and a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Stafford. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and that's caught inside the 35. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 29. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
No gain on the play there, second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Looking to throw on second down. Webb. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And again this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Stafford. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Green 39, Detroit. Watching now, Barney. Blue 90. Watching now, Barney. Gone.
On 3rd and 2, Webb. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
On 1st and 10, Webb. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, Webb got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point. As guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now let's go. 3-19. Watching now, Barney.
On 1st down, Webb. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing again. Webb. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late. Getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Over.
Webb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
They come out here in the I. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Here's Stafford. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the Jets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyler Matakevich coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Play fake. Now Webb. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing on first down. Webb steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, Webb. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On first down, Webb. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Cool under pressure right there. Escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Looking middle, and that's complete. It's a gain of 14 there, and the Lions are going to have a first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Looks to be right around the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Stafford now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now it's Stafford. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 3-19.
On the ground, Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then,